Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever had trouble following your trading plan? Have you ever looked back on the chart after the trading session's over and thought to yourself, oh, if I had just traded my plan, I would have made so much money? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about the difference between a trading system and a trading plan. I'm going to dive into 2 ways that people don't follow their trading plan. And I'm going to give you 5 simple steps to help you improve your trading and get you fast-tracked towards success. So hold on to your shorts and let's dive right in. First off, I want to differentiate a couple things to make them clearly defined. There's a trading system, which typically defines entries, exits, levels. It's based on rules. And it will include your risk management. It'll include the times a day and the instruments that you're trading. It'll include the maximum number of trades you plan to place. It'll have the size of your stops, your take profits, and all those things which are quantifiable. The general system will include all of your general rules. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, then there's the trading plan itself. And this typically includes the levels you plan to trade, you know, if they're qualified, they fit into market context, on a day-to-day basis as a day trader. It could also be swing traders or other people as well, but it's the levels that you want to trade. And I typically make this plan about 30 minutes before the New York session opens because I like to see how the overnight session shapes up, as it gives me some insights into how the main session might trade. And it typically includes if-then statements. If they break above this level, I want to be long. If they break below this level, I want to be short. And I'm looking to get long here, I'm looking to get short here. If we stay within this consolidation, I'm going to trade the range, etc., etc. The details of actually creating the trade plan itself are beyond the scope of this video. And the way that I prepare a trade plan, it might be completely different from your plan. But I want to make it clear that your trading system is not the same thing as your trading plan. Your day trading plan is done on a session-by-session basis, but the trading system is your overall general rules that should apply all the time. All the trades that are planned out should fall within the trading system itself. And now that we know the difference about those two, let's talk about the 2 different ways that we can fail to follow our trading plan. There's the first way, which is not taking a trade that was on the plan, especially if it was qualified, if you're a discretionary trader. And then the second way is placing extra trades that are not on the plan at all. Now, the first one, not taking a trade that was on the plan and was qualified, is typically caused by doubt and indecision, especially for discretionary traders. If you're an order flow trader like I am, not every level that you've planned out to trade is a good idea to enter. It's only something that you can understand with lots of screen time and experience, and there are certain circumstances that would cause you not to place that trade. But if your strategy is mechanical, then you should be entering always at every level that you plan out. But at the end of the day, looking back at your original trading plan and then looking at the trades you took or didn't take can help you see patterns in the way that you trade. And we'll get back to that in a second. The second way we don't follow our plan, which is far more common, is to place trades that aren't on the plan at all, which is not always a bad thing. But it's really important to remember that when we're placing trades that aren't on the plan, we need to ask ourselves, does this specific trade that I'm placing still fall into my trading system? If it's not on the plan, it has to at least be in the trading system. It has to at least follow market structure. It has to at least make some kind of sense that is, explainable later, because not all trading plans are going to work every single day. Sometimes we might have planned for continuation in a certain direction, but based on market structure, and then lo and behold, it completely reverses, blows through all that structure on serious volume, and we say, man, my plan's no good today. All right, well then what? What do we do? And here's the pop quiz. Do we A, just start reacting to stuff, hoping it goes the way we want it to? Or B, do we make a new plan? And in a perfect world, the answer is B. We start identifying where the next best trade would be based on the new information and making sure that the new trade location or the next best trade that we are looking for at least falls into our system. Otherwise, we run the risk of being impulsive and reactive and trading emotionally. Don't become impulsive and try to chase the move. Okay, and I'm so grateful that I was asked about this topic by one of our subscribers, because last week I didn't follow my trading plan on the live stream. I placed impulsive trades, emotional trades. I was trading outside of my own plan. I was trading outside of the system. And guess what? We didn't make any money last week. I think it would be, maybe about break even, but I don't care so much about the P&L. I do care about my lack of discipline and impulsive reactivity. We need to look for the next best level and let the market come to us. And make sure that the new plan that we are creating is still within our trading system. And that's really important. That's what's really going to make me or break me as a trader. So let's break this down and come up with a way to correct it. In the morning before the trading session, we create a plan. We execute the trades on the plan if they are qualified. And then at the end of the session, look back at what you planned and see what you did instead. The self-reflection and journaling part is the really important part. I have to ask myself, did I follow my trading plan today? And if I didn't follow that plan, why? What are the reasons I didn't take the trades? Did I become so enthralled in the price action and trying to predict price movement that I completely forgot about my plan altogether? Did I place a bunch of impulsive FOMO type trades that didn't go well? Started taking stops. Now I'm mad. I'm upset, causing me to miss the trade that's on the plan. Or did I become scared or indecisive at a key level? I missed the trade because of hesitation, doubt, fear. And do you notice a common pattern here? Around these three examples, there's something they all have in common. They're based around becoming too emotional to clearly execute on my plan. And I really believe that instead of asking, how do I follow my trading plan? It's more important to ask myself, why am I not following the trading plan? That's the critical question to ask myself. Because we can all agree that anyone who's been around trading for any period of time understands that's commonly accepted knowledge that we have to create a trading plan, follow a trading plan. Great. Lottie freaking da. But the question we have to really ask ourselves is, why am I not following the plan? Do I lack faith in my system? Did recent price action and volatility cause me to doubt the entry and direction of the market? Did I forget about the plan altogether because I'm like all hopped up on fear and greed and indecision and hope and whatever? Figure out why you're not following the trading plan. And then with that information, you have something that you can actually change. So, here's 3 simple steps. Create your daily plan, put the plan on the chart, trade that as it unfolds. But Robert, I thought you said there were 5 steps. Well, there are, but let's start with these 3. And then at the end of the session, you review what you did, regardless of whether you made money or not. And if you didn't follow the plan, would the trades have worked out if you did? Look at this every day, and hopefully you're a decent analyst, and you'll see that the trades that are planned out often will work. And sometimes they'll work out in epic ways for big wins. And that can actually help you develop the faith and trust you need to follow the system. Now, if you're looking back on your journals, not just 1 or 2 journals, if you look back on 5, 10, 15, 20 journals and the trades that you're planning out don't unfold, well, that's a system problem. And you need to look into the system and look into your analysis to figure out why it is that you're not planning out good levels. But if you do plan out good levels and you look back on your charts and you can see, oh man, look, that one would have been a big winner. That one would have been a big winner. Why didn't I enter there? Why didn't I enter there? What did I do instead? Those are the kinds of questions that are important to answer. And look, don't allow yourself, don't have a good day. And it's really easy. It's really easy to have a good day and allow yourself to have with a positive P&L to fool yourself into thinking, oh, I'm a great trader. But forget about the P&L for a second. Did you plan out trades and follow that plan or not? That's the question. That's the real question that we're trying to answer. And if not, we're asking ourselves the most important question, why? And when we start to get closer to understanding why we didn't follow the plan, the quicker we can make adjustments to our belief systems. Maybe we need to work on anxiety. Maybe we need to work on some things which will get us clear-headed. Because if you're anything like me, you're going to say, why didn't I follow the plan? Your answers are going to come right off your brain just super fast, well, it's because I'm undisciplined. Well, it's because I'm impatient. It's, and these things are just going to come right out. Boom. It's because I'm undisciplined. Then I want you to stop yourself and ask yourself another question again. Why am I undisciplined? What can I do to be better at these things? Because establishing, just saying, oh, it's because I'm impulsive. Oh, well, I guess that's just how I am. That's not going to help you. Maybe you are impulsive. Okay, cool. So let's start figuring out how not to be impulsive. What kind of things can I do to keep myself from being so impulsive? Those kind of questions, and that's the hard work. People aren't going to, look, I come on YouTube and make a video and just say 3 or 4 things and, oh, no, trust your levels, and that doesn't mean anything, man. And I can't answer the question for you specifically about why you specifically don't follow your trading plan, other than it's because you become too emotional to follow the plan. That's the reason you don't follow the plan. It's because you become emotional and you forget about the plan. You become emotional and you do something else instead. And in a horrible situation, you do something else instead. It works out really great. And then we think to ourselves, oh, I've got this. Really? Do you really have it? Because over a long period of time, I bet you that your results might show something different. So, and that's not an attack. Look, if you've watched me on live stream, good grief, I've been ridiculous lately. It's been bad. I need to do these same things that I'm teaching right now in my own trading. Of course I do. So after we get through this point, we ask ourselves why, and we start digging down in there and we start thinking and like unearthing this stuff to try to figure out what it is that I can work on to improve. How can I improve impulsivity? How can I improve my discipline? Am I disciplined in other areas of my life? Do I need to work on those things? Because it all carries over. When you sit in front of that computer and start clicking buttons, everything that you do in your regular life and all the patterns that you carry around with you, they're going to be there and they're going to be right at the forefront because you're dealing with money and it's a completely different mindset than it is to just, well, I might go to the gym this morning, right? Okay, so let's get back into this now. This is the important part here with this journaling question. When we're looking back and we're saying, did I follow my plan? Did I not follow my plan? What trades did I take? Why did I take those trades? Et cetera, et cetera. It's important to approach this journaling process, the after the fact process, with curiosity, not with morbid reflection, not with like a bunch of regret, a bunch of morbid reflection. You don't want to be in that spot. You don't want to look back on the trade day. You don't want to look back on the trade day and say, oh man, I wish I would have placed that trade. I would have been up $1 bazillion. God, I'm so stupid. Why do I just keep making the same mistakes over and over again? I'm never going to be any good at this. Like, dude. Like, listen to that. That sounds really bad, right? Do you think that way? I'm not saying you do, but maybe there's stuff like that in there, because I know there is with me. And I want to look back on this thing and I want to say, oh yeah, look, that trade would have worked. That trade would have worked. And that means that I'm actually getting better at this analysis part. Okay, cool. Nice. So at least I can see that I'm planning them well. Now what can I do to actually execute on those when they come up again? See the difference? You see the difference in my attitude, the kinds of things I'm saying, the way that I'm thinking? Because of those two examples, those two different perspectives, which trader do you think has a chance of seeing the longer term success? Is it the second trader? Because he's building a case for, or she is building a case for how this can work for them. Not how it can't work, not how they're stupid, how it can work. Getting into that place where I'm looking at this in a way that's curious, looking at it in a way that's objective too, without a bunch of emotion, to say, oh yeah, look, I can do this. This worked here, I've just got to make some adjustments and I can execute on that. Okay, let me figure out how to do that. Let me figure out how to do what I see on the chart there, how to translate that into real time, right? So those are the things that we really need to dig deep down into. That's where the change has to happen. And I did promise you 5 things, so here we are. 5 steps to improve. So, just to summarize, a trading system and a trading plan are 2 different things. Trading plan is based on the trading system, right? Number 1, we create a plan before the session based on your trading system. Number 2, we do our best to follow that trade plan. Number 3, we journal and look back and we ask ourselves, did I follow that plan? And if I didn't follow the plan, number 4, what caused me not to follow the plan? And number 5, if I follow the plan, how would my day have turned out? It doesn't have to be up all the time, but just look at it and say, because this is the key that's going to give you, am I even a good analyst? Right? That's important. It's the first part of this whole thing. The execution is a whole nother thing, but it takes years to be really good at the analysis. So, and I'm going to give you this last tip here, guys. The last little piece of information I want to hand to you here. I don't know. Nobody follows their trading plan perfectly all the time. I mean, I don't know if there's any traders out there that do 100% perfectly follow their plan and they're not an algo. I mean, I've never met anyone that perfectly follows their plan. And I'm not saying they don't exist. Maybe they do, and they probably make like truckloads of money. But I do know wildly profitable traders who sometimes don't follow their plan because you can't do it perfectly. I watch so many people, they get all trapped up within themselves because they're desperately trying to follow their system perfectly, and they get upset when they don't, and they blame themselves, or they go on tilt, they blow the account, or they go within themselves so far that they just don't trade at all or barely trade at all. And that's not the way to do this. Do whatever you do, reflect on it, and see where there's room for improvement. Set the intention to improve on something, and then try. And if you fail, try again. And keep trying just to suck a little bit less each day. And eventually, through that process of self-discovery, we can shed ourselves of the things that hold us back. So thank you for watching this video. If you're still here, I hope that this can help you in your trading journey. If you found this helpful, please hit subscribe, click the like button, ring the notification bell to be updated whenever I do a video like this one. You can come catch me breaking all the things, all the rules that I just told you right there, not doing any of them. No, that's not true, but trading, you know, like a normal trader does on live stream. So if you want to check that out, you're more than welcome to come join us. I've been kind of in a wicked drawdown, at least on stream anyway. I've been able to make it up in the day, but I want to try to put out something a little bit better for the people who are following along at home. But what you will see me do is take bad trades and not beat myself up for it. So if you want to do that with me, come and join us, okay? Remember, the most important part about this whole thing, keep calm and, well, follow your trade plan.